Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Thanks for joining me. Now, this reading is for the sign of Sagittarius for the 3rd of December 2018. Now, it's a general reading, so it may not reach everyone, but hopefully something in it will be there for you. Enjoy. Alright, let's have a look at the bottom of the deck here. Now, these three cards are an indication of what the larger reading is going to be about. And we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Devil, and the Six of Swords. Now, you have been very busy. That you're exhausted and doing all of these different things. You're physically exhausted, and it's got to a stage that they're maybe feeling like burdens. And it's becoming too much. And with the Devil card following it, are these things that are maybe obsessive actions? Something that you feel you're bonded to or chained to, that you can't maybe get away from. And it could be something to do with your sexuality. It could be that, you're into BDSM. That you're exploring using, a little bit of violence, a little bit of bondage, using a little bit of fear and deviancy into your pleasures. Or it could even be just that you're materialistic about all of your achievements. And that is your obsession, is working and getting money. But and moving on to the Six of Swords, this is something that has been overpowering you. You're overburdened, you're overwhelmed. And you feel that you need to escape these chains. And that's not an easy thing to do, because your mental obsessions will always draw you back, because you won't be able to stop thinking about these experiences. And it's going to be a difficult road, and you're going to feel that it's going to be impossible to do. But if you admit and are honest with yourself, then it is a challenge that, even if you need help to do it, that you can accomplish. Right, I'm going to move these over to the side now, and let's get to the deeper reading. Okay, I'm going to take these two cards here together. Now, it looks as though times are difficult financially, and that you're having to scrimp and be frugal about what you do with your money. It could even be that you're miserly in how you spend it. But because you have the Five of Pentacles also, because you have the Five of Pentacles also, it could be that there is a basic lack of money for whatever reason. And this has an impact on your lifestyle, because you may not have money to purchase food, or take care of yourself and be healthy, or even have a roof over your head, or money for clothing. And it could be that you either don't want to approach authorities to seek assistance, or that you're not aware that you can. Or maybe, they have said no and that's why you're in this predicament. And is there a possibility that, they have said no? Because this card is all about being truthful, but it's also about, it's all about your actions and being honourable. And because this card is in reverse, it could be that people are viewing you as being dishonourable, that they are feeling that you should be ashamed of the actions that put you in this predicament. And that would make justifiably anybody angry. And it could be that, you don't want to make the changes that are being suggested to improve this situation. And you're feeling very jaded about life because of where you came from, the poverty that you've experienced. But this is also about resisting change. And this next card, the Eight of Cups, is exactly about that. It's about realising that what you have is not perfect. And that for you to have everything that you want in this life, that you're going to have to leave where you are and make changes in your life in an attempt to get closer to perfection, or closer to what you feel is the life and loves that you should have. But, and moving on to the Tower card, this is a scary thing that you're doing. You don't want to put the effort in, or are finding it difficult to put the effort in to make changes, but you have to. But it's a scary thing, and it's a very difficult thing, and it's going to be something that, in making all of the changes in pursuit of this happiness, is going to take a long time. And there are going to be certain things you're going to have to leave behind. And moving down to the bottom row here, let me move this over a little bit. I seem to have moved the cards a wee bit. We have the Star card. Now, yes, this is a difficult experience that you're going through, but you have the right to be optimistic about these changes. This is something that you're seeking, and it's something that you can do. You can, wish that this closeness to perfection can happen. And it is something that will take work to clear out all of your negative feelings. And it could be, in looking at the next card, the Queen of Cups, that you have someone who wants to help you clear away all these negative impacts in your life, and give you back your inspiration and your want for happiness. Because this person could be like a patroness, for you and support you through the difficult times. And there will be difficult times, there will be false starts, because it's not an easy thing. It's going to take a long time. And you're going to start and do well, and then everything, and moving on to the Four of Wands, is going to fall apart. And it's just going to cause arguments, possibly with the person that's trying to help you or people around about you. So life is going to be in a state of disarray for a while. And you're going to go through a roller coaster of emotions, from, being at peace with yourself, to being inspired and optimistic, to thinking that, you'll achieve your dreams, to having false starts and feeling that you're in a rut, and, not being able to accomplish certain tasks. And the roller coaster of, like, not, you're positive to negative. And moving on to the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands here has put you on a downward spiral. It's not going to plan. And you're feeling really upset about this, because you feel you've lost so much. You've lost more than you've actually retained. And you want to reach this new beginning, this castle, return to your life and make the changes that you need to make, but you're really struggling with it, and you're mourning what you've lost. And moving on to the Two of Pentacles, it's got really dark in here. And moving on to the Two of Pentacles, this is a struggle. You're surrounded by, stormy waters, and you're trying to move into the smoother waters here, but it's a challenge. And it's something that you can maybe do in the short term, but all of this effort and work is something that can't be sustained. It's something that, you're going through a difficult time and making these changes just now, and it's very stressful. So that this moment of mourning has to be short-lived, because it's not something that you can maintain for very long. Now, I'm going to bring these three cards back in. Now, there's a lot of things that you've been doing that's been overwhelming you. And, it has turned into an obsession, whatever this may be. and you've realised that you need to move to a better place with it. And although you are escaping this, there are always going to be some things that you can't remove. There's always going to be those thoughts, those desires, the truth of what you have experienced is going to be with you. And it's how you manage those thoughts that's going to allow you to escape. All right, I'm going to leave it there. That was quite a challenging experience to go through all of this. But I hope that something in the future, possibly with this person who's supporting you, that you are able to find the optimism and the cleansing needed to find this thing, this peace, this happiness, this love that's missing from your life. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.